Greetings, everyone. Mr. Woodring with your update for this week. Sorry it's a little late, but a lot of things have been happening that I want to talk with you about, and so this might be a little bit of a longer video than normal. Hopefully everybody is using the soap, washing your hands, and the hand sanitizer, okay? Very important to do that. All right, let's put down these video games because we need to finish this school year strong. Wait, what? Ah! Fossil, yes, cool. Oh, yeah, put the game away. Okay, make sure that you have taken the Asia test on USA Test Prep. Okay, very important that you have done that because that is the actual last assignment for world geography. All right, the only thing that you'll have left is the current events. Okay, those are going to continue until the last day that new assignments will be done, and more on that later. All right, so just want you to know, so the last portion of 7th grade world geography is that test, but continue doing the current events. All right, as we close out world geography, we are going to move on to previewing 8th grade social studies, which is United States history with a South Carolina emphasis. So, with that, you've probably already seen the assignments on Google Classroom. First off, there's a quizzes on South Carolina geography, a Kahoot on early colonization, and some Newsela articles about early colonization, Native Americans. So it's important that you do those. There are 3 Newsela articles that you have to do. They're listed on Google Classroom, so make sure you get those done. Now, what you do have to do is make sure you read those articles, then answer the multiple choice questions. Let me say that again. Read the articles, answer the multiple choice questions. Your grade is based on what you do there. So don't just go jump on the Newsela, answer those questions for the article without even reading it. You will not do well. I've never seen anybody really do well that way. So very important that you do that because your grade is riding on that. All right, and as we move towards 8th grade social studies, just want to give you a little idea here. We live in a historic area. We're very fortunate that we can do this, and in fact history is really important to our economy. It's one of the things besides the beach and the golf that draw tourists in from literally all over the world to come here and vacation. So just want to put that bug into you. If you're kind of like, why we got to learn this? Well, it's really important to our economy. All right, so starting things off, first North American settlement was actually in Beaufort County near modern-day Parris Island, where the Marine Recruit Depot is. They found that out, predates Jamestown, predates St. Augustine, a lot of other places, so very important there. Next, the Hayward House. Maybe you've seen that in Old Town Bluffton. All right, very historic for a number of reasons. First off, it belonged to relatives of United States Declaration of Independence signer Thomas Hayward, who resided in this area and had a plantation. Also, it kind of demonstrates what living was like before the American Civil War. People would live, of course, in the plantations and stuff, but in the Santee area, where the rice plantations and cotton plantations and other farms were at, it got really brutally hot. Now, if you think it's hot here, it really gets hot over there, more inland, the Midlands. So what these plantation owners would do, they and their families would come to Bluffton and Beaufort and stay in their little cottages for the summer. because the winds, the breezes coming in off the water, were relatively cool from what they were experiencing in inland. So that's what they did. So we got to kind of see what life was like during this time period, what the houses were like, the architecture, how it was designed to make living comfortable before air conditioning and all that stuff. So again, just very important. And there are a lot of other historic homes in this area, in Bluffton and Beaufort, of course, Savannah, a lot of those things. Robert Smalls in Beaufort, okay? He was the first African-American congressman from the state of South Carolina. He was a former slave who became a hero in the American Civil War. And then after the war, he was able to purchase the home he worked in and live as the Lord of the Manor, as you could say. And there's a really interesting story, if you want to talk about forgiveness that somebody has to, once being a slave, forgiving his old masters after the war. It's a really neat story. Ask your teachers, and if they can't tell you, you come see me. I'll be happy to tell you, but I'm going to save that one kind of as a teaser for when you get to the Civil War next year. All right, battlefields. Okay, a lot of battlefields and forts in this area. There have been battles from the American Revolution, the Civil War. There was forts here in like Fort Mitchell and Hilton Head Island. There was a fort that was in Hilton Head, or present-day Hilton Head Plantation, that dates to the Spanish-American War. And then Parris Island was created in World War I, which has also not only trained Marines in World War I, but World War II, and even up to today with the War on Terror. Okay, so many, well over 100 years of training Marines here in Beaufort County. So I just want to give you that thing. All right, so again, history is really important to this area, not just so we know where we came from, but also, once again, vital to our economy. All right, let's turn our attention to grades. Now, you may have already figured out that the grading for this quarter is a little bit different as far as the individual assignment grades. Okay, if you do all of an assignment, you obviously get 100. If you do most of an assignment, you can get an 85. If you do just some of an assignment, you get a 70. And if you do nothing at all, it's a 50. So that's what we've been going off this quarter. Now, here's the other part. Now, normally, a semester is calculated by averaging the 2 quarter grades together. So for second semester, we would take your average from third quarter and then average it with the average from fourth quarter to get your semester average. And then first and second semester are averaged together to get your final grade. That's not happening this year. All right, the South Carolina State Department says that what we're going to do is we're going to basically combine an average third and fourth quarter together based on the 60% summative and 40% formative grades. Now, what this means to you, pretty much if you did not do very well in third quarter, there's nothing to be done. Those grades are locked. Okay, even for the most part, trying to do credit recovery just couldn't be done under this format. So what you really need to do is focus and work really hard to get your fourth quarter grade up as much as you can so that it can hopefully offset some of those bad third quarter grades, and then you will pass or at least get to a grade for the second semester that when combined with first semester will get you over the hump, and you'll pass 7th grade social studies and move on to the 8th grade. I really don't know what summer school would be like, and I'd hate for anybody to get retained back into 7th grade if you didn't do well, not just in my class, but your other classes as well. All right? Definitely do not want that. So, very important, you get these assignments done. And this probably goes for your other classes as well. Okay, so let's turn our attention to some very, very important dates that are coming up as the school year draws to a close. Wow, it's already near the end of the school year. All right, so first off, no new assignments after May 22nd. Okay, so you can just kiss that goodbye. That's it. So make sure you're getting these things done, but there will be nothing new, not even current events, after May 22nd. All right, May 25th is Memorial Day, and there will be no school unless you decide to do it on your own, but that's on you. May 26th through May 29th is makeup days for 4th quarter. So if you still got some outstanding assignments that you need to get done, work on those. Okay, so that's Tuesday through Friday of that last week in May, so you know. Then, the last day that any work will be turned in or be accepted for the quarter is June 2nd. All right, so make sure you've got everything done by June 2nd. Nothing else will be accepted after then, because we got to work on making sure the grade books are set right and the grades are calculated, so we know what's going to happen, and you get your report cards basically for the year and the quarter and the semester. Also, on June 2nd, you will come to the school, all right, and turn in your tablets and any materials or textbooks you may have received for the year, okay? And you will be cleaning out your lockers. Now, we're going to have a procedure for you to do this in a safe manner, okay? So we want, make sure that social distancing is observed at all times. There will actually be more information about how this is going to work later, and as soon as I get that, I will be passing that on to you in a video update, and also on Google Classroom, so that you know exactly what it is you're supposed to be doing. If you have brothers or sisters in 6th grade or 8th grade, they've got different dates that they'll be doing their turn-ins and locker clean-outs, all right? So it's not the whole school. It's just 7th grade on June 2nd. All right, hopefully all of you will continue to be safe and well. Again, make sure washing those hands with the soap and using that hand sanitizer if you need to. I just want to say I really do miss you. I do miss interacting with y'all in class. Yes, even the times when it gets frustrating for all of us. But, we're all human. So until next time, all of you, take care and be safe.